Hello everyone, my name is Griff, and today I'm going to be going over my first master clear of Cayenne's Wrath. This took me a few attempts to actually get. I didn't realize how hard of a boss battle this actually was until I did it myself. They changed so much about this boss battle that makes it much harder. So one of the first things you'll immediately notice about this as soon as we get into here is that he's going to do this dash forward and it's going to be red. But then immediately the little swipes that he normally does that are red are actually purples now. So a majority of the things in this boss battle are purples. The purple hit markers, which means that they can't be dodged at all. You can't get hit by them even if you're using a skill, even if you're in iframe, even if you're rolling. So I really liked that because a lot of people were complaining about the roll change, saying that it would be terrible if the roll change happened and all the attacks were still reds because then they'd be super easy to dodge, but they made them purples. The move that he just did was he did a either if you're in the middle ring you get 50% strength down, if you're in the outer ring all your skills reset, and then the move directly after he spawns one of his meteor, like orbiting meteor things on you, and that stays there for the rest of the map. And those are also, you can't tell, but those have purple hitboxes, so you can't roll through them, you can't use skills to get through them. And then he does his superior spheres, which he immediately goes to 6 instead of 3. If you don't know the way that these work, he gets his shield up, and he also gets some buffs up if he runs into them. So I need to clear them quickly. They have a lot of HP compared to the first ones. The first ones could be taken out with a simple combo. These ones you need to use a skill basically every single time. But we're just going to hit them. The character I'm using is Vice. As I mentioned in my summoning video, Vice is, he's strong, but we also have a Belina on the team, and the Belina is the preferred Shadow Dagger. And it's a little difficult to find rooms as Vice because of the fact that she's the preferred Shadow Dagger and people are trying to run with her instead. So it's a little difficult, but I was able to find it. I was able to use my favorite weapon type in order to beat this quest, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to use Vice. I'm also using Cat Sith as my dragon because unlike Gala Alex, who I believe is actually worse with Cat Sith, he has enough time, Vice has enough time to get his skills back, or get the passives back up because he's a dagger and he's just wailing on the characters in order to get the passive from Cat Sith back up. So I think that's pretty good on him especially. I don't think it's as good on Gala Alex because Gala Alex just immediately gets her skills up all the time, so she's kind of just spamming them and you can't really get the passive effects back up, which sucks. So I'm gonna that instead. As you can just see, he just did the 50% strength down ability again, and then he did this ability again, so now there's 8 of them out on the field, and I'm trying to stack them up together. There's 8 of those things out on the field, which is problematic because now there's like complete lack of area control. But we're just going to attack the weak point, and we're just going to wail on him. So yeah, this fight usually, the normal Cayenne run would be done by now, but we're only halfway through the fight. We haven't even gotten to break yet, which is kind of crazy. They gave, if anyone's wondering, they gave him 8 million HP. And then on top of that, they did the thing with the purple and the debuffs to make this fight a lot harder, which I think is actually pretty good. Some people were complaining about it. Some people were saying that it was like not real difficulty, just giving it a bunch of HP. And that it would be too easy if it was just HP. That was the night before reset, but then people actually found out that the fight was way different than the normal fight. So, I think they did a good job with this. I'm personally satisfied with this, especially because people are now liking the role change because of the fact of how difficult quests like this would be without it. Because now you have an extra form of mobility you didn't have before, whereas before, even with all the purples, sure you could roll around, but you couldn't really roll through them. And that is one of the problems that this fight would have had. One thing, I don't know how susceptible he is, but he is susceptible to sleep. And I don't think it shows off in this run, but during one of the runs I failed before, we actually got sleep during the the phase where he does the giant purple, and that will stop that giant purple attack. I just got hit, but yeah, he is susceptible to sleep. So Cat Sith isn't terrible because you can swarm into Cat Sith and put him to sleep, but I don't know how susceptible he is to sleep. I'm assuming not that much because I've only seen it ever happen like twice. I had never twice in the same quest, it was just twice overall. But as you can see, we're pretty close. He does have a shield and he just had 35% defense, but now that's gone too. I'm gonna have to fire in the hole. So the way that that move works is that there's the things around him, and then I believe there's 3 like blank spaces that you can go through. And then when he does his screen wipe, all of the meteors go away for like half a second, so you can get out if you're quick. But otherwise, then you need to find the hole. So be careful on that if you do attempt this quest. This is the only clear I've actually gotten so far because I actually just got this clear and I was like, alright, I think I'm good for right now because first clear gives you enough of the insanity shards. They're not called insanity shards. I don't remember what they're called for him. But it gives you enough of the material that you need to get a tier 2 6-star weapon. So I didn't feel the need to grind this up anymore at the moment. I will because I want to get my weekly bonuses on it, but as of the time of recording this, I'm pretty good just getting the tier 2 dagger for my boy Vice and Delphi. One of the reasons I did this, specifically the dagger, and he just died. One of the reasons I did the dagger is because I'm also farming the twins with Delphi for the speedrun. But yeah, that's the fight. All in all, I thought it was a pretty fun fight. I thought it was a pretty good boost compared to Cayenne. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. I hope you guys liked the summoning video yesterday. That was actually getting a lot of positive feedback. So, thank you.